So, I was talking the other day about fire season and fire restrictions and whatnot, and I got asked a question if I had ever been on a crew, if I had ever started a fire or somebody else on the crew had started a fire. And I have not been on a crew that started a fire during fire season. Now, I did work for a guy, we were thinning, and he had 3 yarders on the same job. We were all within a half mile of each other. And it was a day about like today, snowy, wind horrible, it was cold. And a couple of guys, they built a fire in an old fir stump, old pitch stump, warming fire. And they worked around it most of the day, I guess, warming their hands up, whatnot. At the end of the day come, they threw some snow on it and put it out. We went home. Well, it just happened to be that it was Thanksgiving weekend. So we were off Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We come back to work Monday, and that when they threw the snow on it, it had just put the outside of it out. And because it was an old pitch stump, it was actually burning on the inside. And it went right down into the roots and caught all the roots on fire. And it had snowed all weekend long, so when we get there, you know, we're expecting, well, where my yarder was, there was about 4.5, 5 inches of snow. Well, these guys, they get there, and we can smell it when we pull up. It's like, what the heck? Anyway, so this fire had burned underground all weekend, and about a 7, maybe 10 acre area, there was no snow, because the fire was burning all the root systems under the ground. And so we ended up spending 2 days putting this fire out. Every time we thought we had it out, you'd get hot spots or whatever. And it turned out to be a big deal. The guy, the owner, got in pretty good trouble over it. I don't know if it ended up costing him any money or not. I do know that the gentleman that built the fire, he lost his job. If it would have been any other time of the year, you know, even if it had been raining and he'd have done that, we could have had a pretty catastrophic fire. So that was pretty scary. They, I guess, and when they got there, the firefighter said what they did. You know, so they realized that the fire or something was wrong. They went right down to that stump. Well, immediately they started digging around that stump. And when they did that, it allowed more oxygen into the fire, and then it just took off from then. And like I say, there was 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, and it took them, well, we ourselves helped fight it for 2.5 days, and then I think it was a day and a half after that, the firefighters were still there. It turned out to be a pretty big deal. So, and that was one of the lessons I was taught right away when I first started logging, was to never ever build a fire in an old pitch stump, because of that exact reason. So hopefully, like I say, I got asked to give you guys a little bit different view, so hopefully you're liking this. And then this afternoon, it's supposed to clear up a little bit. We'll get the camera back out on that rock that we had it on last week. I thought that was a pretty good view